Okay guys, welcome back. In our last video, I showed you guys how to do a half satin stitch. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a chain stitch. Now, if you've taken any of my classes before, or it's your second time taking this class, I have had a difficult time trying to explain a chain stitch. To me personally, it makes a lot of sense, but I think the way I explain it whenever I'm actually doing it in class, I feel like you guys don't understand me, and so I'm gonna try my best to the best of my abilities to make it as simple as possible and as clear as possible. Okay, so let's start with step one. We're gonna pop up and down in that same hole. So for this one, although I normally start on this first one here, I am gonna start on the second one. I think that might be a little bit easier for people to see. So pop up and down in that same hole. So we're gonna pop up. Okay, and always make sure you pull all the way through so there's no tail in the back. And then down in the same hole. There we go. Okay, we go to the second one. Don't pull it all the way through. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it, but not all the way. Okay, and pop up down in the loop. So this is the loop I've made. Okay, like so. So we're gonna pop up and down within the loop. There we go. And then I do pull and continue. So I'm gonna pull this. As far as I can. There you go. Pull it all the way through. And then I'm just going to continue. Okay. And we're back up. We're going to start from back here in the second step. We're not going to pull all the way through. And then while we have the loop smaller, I'm going to go into this. Start once more. You could theoretically just keep pulling it like that and end it up like this. You'll be fine. The only issue I see for beginners when it comes to this is that it is harder to try to put it back into that same hole, or at least in the same area, because if you pull it not in the same area, it could be like this, and you could end up like this. This is not something that would normally happen, but it could. Okay, now I also want to mention that as you do this, you want to make sure you keep it separate so it doesn't twist, because it will twist at times. I'll show you what that might look like. So as we're pulling, it could end up like this, and it twisted. Now it's opposite. Okay, let's see what would happen. Like that. Okay. Pull. Okay, well, this is not that good of an example, but sometimes when it flips, you can actually see it in the chain stitch, and so that's not always the best. Let me try one more time, like that. Okay. There you go. Okay, here you can kind of tell that it was flipped, but it doesn't look that bad. So maybe it doesn't matter too much. But sometimes you can notice, and sometimes it will irk you. And I guess the only time you really notice when it's flipped is when. Okay, I'm gonna try it one more time. When you don't put it right next to each other or in the same hole. So let me just put it further away from each other like that. Okay. And pull. I flip. Okay. I've tried to make it worse. It's a little crooked, but honestly, it doesn't look that bad. So maybe you guys won't have much to worry about, which I prefer for everyone. Okay, now we're in our last one. Now, I'm going to pull all. Oh, okay, that's going to be our last one here. Once you're ready to finish it off, you're going to not go back down in the same hole. You are going to notch it down by going right outside of it. Right there. And there you go. That's how you do one chain stitch. And you can tie it off here at the back. That's what the back looks like. But what I'm actually going to do is just continue it, going the opposite direction. Yeah. But hopefully this video makes it easier for you guys to understand how to do a chain stitch. Good. Always make sure it's in the loop. That is one of the most important parts when it comes to a chain stitch. If you don't have it in the loop, then it's not going to chain. Okay. Okay. Honestly, it's a little hard to do one-handed or to try to keep it in camera. Okay, there we go. That's my last one on this. Okay, there you go. This is the second one I did, just going in the opposite direction. Once more, once you're done, just gonna tie it off. And there we go. That's it. Okay, bye.